Welcome back. So today I'm going to do a little plan with me so you guys can kind of see how I plan for the month. Sometimes I plan my month in advance, sometimes I just plan as I go as things come up. But this month I do have some things that I have to add to my planner, so I thought I would sit down and kind of show you guys how I go through each of my inserts. If you haven't seen my latest planner setup, I will leave it linked below and in the cards if you guys want to see all of the inserts and everything that I'm using in my planner. But today I'm just going to show you a couple of the inserts that I'm going to be updating. So in front of me, I've got my A5 size planner, I've got my coffee, I've got my sticker pouch with all of my favorite and most used stickers, and the pen I'm going to be using is my Signo 307 0.38 millimeter tip pen, and this is my favorite pen to use in my planner because it writes really nicely, it writes nice and thin, and it doesn't get too inky, and it doesn't smear or bleed. The first thing I'm going to check to start planning for the month of March is my quarterly overview inserts from Element Paper Co. I use these to plan all of my long-term plans. So if I have anything scheduled out a month or a few months in advance, it goes on this calendar first. That way I don't have to cross anything out on my monthly or my weekly spreads once that date rolls around. If anything has changed, I can just go ahead and update that. And I like to put all of the important information onto these inserts first. That way I have one singular place to put down any appointments or commitments. I have all of my important dates on one insert. So I updated this section with a couple of extra things I have to add for March, and I do have a couple things scheduled a few months out that I need to add to this section, so I'm going to do that as well. And after that section is completely updated, I'm going to move on to my monthly overview inserts, and these are from Infinite Lotus. It has a month on one page spread. You have your top 4 priorities, a monthly calendar, and then down at the bottom you can list out your important dates, and I love this layout for that reason. I like to list out important dates rather than see them on a calendar view, but I do like to have the calendar view for date referencing. So I usually just add in some transparent dot stickers to highlight important dates so I can get a visual of my month, and then I list all of the important dates down at the bottom. So here I'm using the mini dots from Paper Panda to note important upload dates. One of my goals was to upload more in my free time in 2021, so I mapped out a few dates that I want to have videos uploaded by. And then I'm also adding in any important appointments or commitments that I have, and I'm referencing my quarterly overview for those dates. And here I'm adding some icon stickers from the planner spot. I love her icon stickers, so I add some of those to my weekly and my monthly spreads. So next I'm going to move on to my weekly planning. So I usually plan my month first, and then I'll transfer that information to my weekly spreads. So I'm using the Infinite Lotus week on one page weekly overviews. I have these dated for the full year, and I decided I'm going to stick to these inserts for a while just to be a little bit more organized. I want to have a consistent weekly spread. So I'm just adding in some stickers on the left-hand side of the page, which is the weekly portion. So I'm only writing in important commitments or appointments on the weekly section. And then all of my other tasks are gonna go in the to-do section. And I usually separate my to-do list into 2 or more categories, whether that's work and personal, or if I have anything specific that I'm planning. I like to categorize my lists to be a little bit more organized. And I'm also going to update the rest of the month in these weekly overviews. So any important dates that I had scheduled on my monthly overview are going to go into this weekly section. So I'm done updating my monthly and my weekly section, and if anything else comes up throughout the month, I'll just go ahead and add it to those sections. And now I'm gonna check my daily section. I use the daily plan inserts from Infinite Lotus, and I'm checking off everything that I've completed today so far and updating my schedule section for the second half of my day. And I'm also going to start planning for tomorrow because I have a couple of things going on throughout the day and I want to be able to plan out my schedule chronologically. I like these inserts because they have a today section at the top, so you can list a quote or set the tone for the day up at the very top. You have your top 5 priorities for the day, and then you have a daily schedule from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., a task list, and notes at the bottom. So these inserts have pretty much everything you would need to plan out your full day. So I'm just noting any important times and highlighting those with a sticker, filling in what has to be completed or what I have going on, and then I'm listing out all of my tasks for the day as well. So I've set myself up for tomorrow morning. So when I wake up, I'll check my planner and start checking off some of the tasks that I have listed here. And then I'll update that throughout the day with any other time-sensitive information or any other tasks that I think of. And then at the very end of the day, I make sure to check off everything that has been completed. I think updating and checking things off in your planner is just as important as writing the plans down in the first place. I try to make a point at the very end of the day to go through my planner, read through all of my tasks, and make sure everything is either completed and checked off or rescheduled. But that is pretty much how I plan for the month. I just make sure that I have all of my important dates scheduled in my quarterly overview, then they go to my monthly overview, finally my weekly overview, and if I use a daily page, I will plan those out a little bit more in depth in that section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment section if you have any questions. I'll try to link as many things as I can in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!